Hey everybody, this is Brett from Lost Hiway. We're going to do a little video here to give you some more insight on the equipment that we brought in and how it's going to improve our manufacturing. I know some of you have seen the videos that we posted with our new laser cutting table that we brought in and our press brake behind me here. A lot of you understand what a laser cutting table is. It's a flat sheet cutting material table which profile cuts all of our parts, but a lot of people don't really understand what the press brake equipment does and how that takes the flat sheets and forms them into the actual boxes and panels that we make to give us our structural componentry. So we're going to take you step by step kind of through that process and give you some information on how that functions and how that works, and give you some, hopefully some exciting information. Okay, in my hands here we have a flat piece. This is a component. This is the front panel to our toilet box. Well, this came right off the laser, so we're going to walk you through exactly how I programmed this in the bending machine. If you look over here, this is a press brake. So basically it has upper punches, they're called, and they have a sharp edge to them, and there's a lower die. This lower die is a V-shaped tool, and when we apply pressure to the foot pedal, the top comes down, hits the material, and bends it into the bottom die. All that happens after we do some programming here on the console. This console is manual data input. I go through and tell it exactly which bend it needs to hit, which sequence, material thickness. Some little bit higher end machines, you can put an actual 3D model in of this and it'll kind of give you the whole breakdown. This one's a little more basic, but it functions all the same way. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you exactly, kind of step by step, not full detail, but how I can take this part and then finish it all out, formed up, ready for assembly, all in one step here. So here at this controller, we're entering in first the part name that we want. This is a brand new part, so we're kind of setting up the program here. This takes a little time, bend sequencing, material thickness, and so on. So we're kind of going through that whole process right here. We tell it how thick the material is, what type of material, and then we start moving on to the tooling that we want to select and give it all the rest of the information. Okay, so here you can see the tooling setup that we've selected for this particular part, and we chose to do one tooling setup which will do all 4 bends. This is kind of just from experience and layout of the part. So what these top tools look like is this is the top punch. They're sectionalized, so you can see we have some with the dog ears on the ends to clear outer flanges that might pass by. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different tools in here that will make up the correct length to bend the part we're going to do. So that's just layout work that takes time to set up, and then we document all this information in the computer so we know what to put in here for tooling next time we go to run the same part. Let's go to the controller. We'll kind of show you a couple things over here. Basically all of our information that it takes we have to enter in for bending that correct part, bend length, material type, and tooling, angle corrections, all that kind of stuff. Okay, here we go. And it runs a slower downstroke once the optical eye sees a flange here, because it mistakes that as someone's finger being in the way. So it's a safety feature. So when a flange is bent up, the slow bend kicks in and slows down a little bit more to make sure you got your material in between your tooling and to make sure that there's no hands in the way. There you go. 4 bends, 1 part, flat to finish, complete. Okay, we hope that was a little informative for you and give you kind of insight on what we do here as far as manufacturing our own parts. This equipment's really going to help speed things up. I know we've had some long lead times in the past, but this is one step forward towards eliminating that and mitigating that problem. Next video, maybe we'll do a little bit of video here on the laser, show you how that programs and how it actually cuts parts.